This is the Golan Heights, a tiny area that is roughly 1,200 kilometers, 60 kilometers away from Syria's capital Damascus, and bordering Lebanon, Jordan, and Israel. For decades, it's been a battleground of conflict due to its strategic location. Here's its short history. The land was part of Syria until 1967, when Israel invaded it during the Arab-Israeli War. Most of the Syrian Arab inhabitants had to flee, and right after the end of the war, Israelis began to settle in the heights. In 1967, a resolution, UNSCR 242, passed by the UN Security Council, urged Israel to withdraw its troops from the strategic territory, as well as the Sinai Peninsula and the West Bank. Allying with Egypt, Syria tried to take the land back during the 1973 Mid-East War, but failed, mostly due to the US support of Israel. The Council then adopted a new resolution, UNSCR 338 in 1973, and called all parties involved in the war to implement the previously passed UNSCR 242 resolution. Egypt and Israel both signed a truce in 1974, and a UN observer force was deployed. Then in 1981, Israel unilaterally annexed the Golan Heights, a move that was never recognized internationally, thus turning the land into an Israel-occupied area. 3 days after the annexation, the Council declared its resolution UNSCR 497, calling Israeli occupation null and void. After a series of initiations failed to resolve the conflict through the years, former US President Donald Trump officially recognized the Golan Heights as Israeli territory in March 2019, in violation of UN resolutions. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, who was standing by Trump's side during the decree, said Israel won the Golan Heights in a war of self-defense. The area is important because it's not only a strategic military outpost, but it also provides 1/3 of Israel's entire water supply from the Sea of Galilee and the Jordan River. The land is also fertile, with the volcanic soil being a rich resource for agriculture and stock breeding. Today, the region is administered by the Golan Regional Council that is based in Katsarin, an Israeli settlement in the Golan Heights. Currently, there are approximately 50,000 people living in the area. Around 25,000 of them are Syrians, who are mostly members of the Druze Arabs. The rest of the population is primarily made up of Israeli settlers who occupy more than 30 Israeli settlements in the Golan Heights. Will Israel keep occupying the land in violation of UN resolutions and destabilize the region?